Before the world knew flame or fate, before the sanctum raised its gate, a dragon wandered tired and worn through misty skies of silver morn. It searched for peace, a place to lie, beneath the glow of moonlit sky, and in a valley hushed between two gentle hills of twilight green, it bowed its head in softened light and drifted deep to dreams of night. It dreamed of fire burning bright, of honor shining pure and white, of moonlit sacred, calm and true, of secrets old and wonders new. From dragon dreams the whispers grew, a hint of halls the world once knew, where mysteries danced in shadowed air, and magic bloomed in hearts that dared. That was the dawn of what would be, where five fought fate and unity. Their story closed, their watch now done, five voices fading into one. And so I speak across the yore, to those who brave what lies before. O hero born of flame or field, of moonlit craft or truth concealed, step forth, past revealed. Come soon, your fate unsealed. For now the sanctum stirs to see what new made legends you will be. The dragon breathes the dream once more, a calling through the ancient door. Hero before the past is through, the tale now waits to open you. Take clues I've left and missed and do. Seek what is hidden, chase what's true. For the sanctum keeps its promise still. In silent halls and moonlit chill, it watches all you choose to do. And it's long been waiting here for you.
The dorms of Mistveil are still, not peaceful but held. Cracked sigils glow faintly as they knit themselves whole. A window stands open. Dawnlight spills across the stone floor. Stars still faintly visible above. Selena Aethercrest, Grand Magistrate, stands at the window. Hands folded behind his back, he looks rested, certain. His eyes shift. Silith, Archmage of the Moon, faces him, now entering in from the center of the hall. This happened on my watch. Yes. A pause. Thornshade was injured. A wraith. My wraith was turned. A cursed hold was breached. I was not fooled, but outsmarted Selena. You were tested. Ha! Call it what you like. I call it this. They could not strike us directly. No army, no open spell work, no declaration. Instead, whispers, pings, puppets. That is not the behavior of an enemy who believes they can win a fight outright. They still escaped with something. Yes, and in doing so, they revealed how they must act. They cannot breach the sanctum by force. And they cannot challenge me. They cannot challenge you. Unfortunately, that leaves them with only one option. Borrow hands. Ha. They both look suddenly very frustrated. Then we will find the hands they are using. And when we do, we can help them, or we might have to remove them from the game. You're not worried? I tried to be rather precise about these kind of things. I am certain we will win this. Certainty is not arrogance, but fact. My concern is not in victory, though. It is how many people must bleed before the board is cleared. That lands. Footsteps approach rather rapidly. Joran Ashwheel enters the hall, hesitant, carrying a small wrapped bundle. Apologies, I wouldn't want to interrupt unless it mattered. Selena turns to him, patient. Then it matters. Joran unwraps this bundle just enough to reveal dark, dried leaves. Nightshade, found in the kitchens. It was in last night's food. So, that is why the wards were not enough to protect them. And there's more. I remember seeing someone near the stores. I know I did. Every detail past that is just gone. A silence that follows in my brain. I just can't quite remember it. Thank you, Joran. Joran nods and withdraws, leaving Silith and Selena alone again. They're close. Yes. Which means they're running out of distance to hide in. Selena turns back to the window outside. Students begin to stir as dawn is near. Today, I will ask the stars who they are. Have you asked yourself who you are, Silith? I am unaware of what you're referring to, Grand Magistrate. I find confidence in oneself is a good thing. But sometimes we must reevaluate. Look at ourselves again. Take Professor Thornshade, for example. He leaped in to battle head first, heart full of courage. Look how that turned out for him. What are you saying, Grand Magistrate? I'm saying we don't even know what that stone was. The curse was unidentifiable. And with all these unknowns in play, we must wait, evaluate, reevaluate, assess, and reassess. Kind of fitting considering the new year. Students, they will walk rights older than this war. And us. We will hunt down this culprit. Quietly. The students have been through enough to start off this year. Let them celebrate. Let them learn. Let them grow. I expect many great things from this year. So be it, Head Magistrate. And Silith, I think, if anything, you think too lowly of yourself. You are a great wizard, a fine archmage, and an even greater father. Maybe it is time for a reevaluation. I will ponder upon these words, Grand Magistrate. Thank you. And then the Grand Magistrate stands alone in his office.
On the last episode, our group, Solaris talks about a weird potion that she unlocked, that unlocks certain memories that I might like to get my hands on. Both me and Schnur were stuck in a weird dream, trying to find a way to wake up. People from the outside tried to slap us awake. Besides it hurting, it seemed like a no. Struggling to fight this spirited foe, we get help from one of the professors, but he ends up transforming to a werewolf. Just as all seemed dire, allies arrived to help us beat whatever we got ourselves into. With all these allies we fight on, just as the fight was reaching its end, I'm awoken from that trance by Solaris, while the rest of my allies get awoken one by one. Let's find out what happens next on this episode of Spells and Scepters.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
a disturbance has broken out in this nighttime of joy and occasion, of feast and celebration. Now fright and anticipation of what could happen next. Um, Selena Aethercrest was here for a moment with all of you before stepping out to continue his conversation with Silith, who had now arrived at the end of the series of events. And we'd seen it kind of wrap up very quickly. But they would move on to tell you to rest up while you can. There's still a little bit of time left to get a short rest, and that tomorrow is a big day for all of you. They assure you they will take care of anything that is going bump in the night from here on out. You would hear whispers between the two of them talking about stolen items and all kinds of things that have been running around that might link to this. And Joran Ashweel, the one that was told to stand guard, he is escorted with them out of the room, um, leaving the rest of you to trying to return to sleep if you can. Gather yourselves up a short rest and try to be ready for the next series of events that actually are going to happen rather very quickly. See, before
Mm.
light can even pierce into the sky. Well, it is still dark. The sky is still ink like, star shaping, but silhouettes of soft wording as if destiny is written in the heavens above you. This auroras of light that begins to form as the dawn awakens. Constellations stronger and brighter in the sky than they ever should be. This dawn is just a little bit weaker. The sun's
A little
not as
bit weak.
bright. The sky encapsulating most of its light through these constellations and this auroras of light of greens and pinks and oranges and yellows. And the lanterns that once were dim glow bright, echoing out and calling to you. Once again, you feel this urge, this push in your heart, this magic pull, a beckoning call to be summoned to the aether-bound star courtyards. Um, and you would step out, uh, following the hall in a similar fashion. You guys might meet up together and be awakened kind of like the same time, be able to collect yourselves before being pulled out uh, as you awake.
My face still hurts.
Why, but it does. So, glad you're glad you're feeling better.
Thank you for waking me up from whatever that was.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I just kind of panicked and I just knew that I could do something, so I just woke you up.
Yeah, that was one hell of a time, wasn't it?
Yes, I was stuck out here. I couldn't see what you guys were seeing, and I couldn't think of how to help you. You and Schnur, Jimbo and Schnur, you guys, man, you guys saved each other. Y'all got out of there. I'm so glad.
Us too.
Us
Us
too.
too, for sure. That was
Yes,
a rather scary situation.
yes, it was.
I just hope we got out of there the right way.
I mean, we're out, so I guess we'll see.
Yeah, one can find out, huh?
Indeed.
We're having
We're
fun.
having
Jimbo,
Quickly,
where's Jimbo?
wickedness
Bramble
there.
shouts
Oh,
as he shoots up, right? You guys see like sweat on his face as he like sits up in a panic, arms filling out in the air, and he just startles out of this nightmare, which the rest of you had just awoken from as well, and maybe went back to sleep for a little bit, but he seems to have been sleeping through all of this, and now kind of like startles awake, and Joran is with him, and he's like, Joran is with him. Braun was escorted out of the room. Sorry, I always mix them up. Braun was escorted out of the room. Joran is still with Bramble, and he kind of gets up and he sees you guys all up and now exchanging, and he goes, "Come on, everybody. We have to get to the choosing cups. I feel the magic. It beckons me." And he like grabs a couple books, tucks them into a side refen, and he's like, "I am gonna be class representative of our year after all. I need to get you all there promptly." And he like claps his hands, and Bramble's like, "There's 5 more minutes." And Jordan kind of grabs his ankle, pulls him, and now they like meet up with you guys and the rest of everyone that's around this dorm. You guys see Eisen and Kayleen, basically everybody except Ryza, Asaro, Riven, Draylin, and some of the other groups that arrived. All kind of now
May
around
I
you, everyone
interact
feels
with
this magic beckoning, much like the Day of the Green.
Well, I'd like to shout out really quick. Everyone's just running around and they're chill after we just got through this. I mean, okay. And then that's all. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, that is. You want to take an investigation roll?
Kinda, yeah.
Go for it.
What is it, 20?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting there. Open. Really? Okay. There we go. Boom. 9. Wait, investigation. Hold on. Investigation. -1. It's an 8.
I'm pretty sure your intelligence.
Man.
Maybe not. Yeah, they're right. I think you chose feet. Actually,
No, it's -1.
yeah. Yeah, that's gonna. It's gonna be hard to tell, but you can visibly see that some people do not look distraught.
Okay.
Whatever this was, maybe it didn't happen to everyone.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. All right. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah. No, that's the information you gathered. That's a good insight.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah.
And with that, everyone kind of like congeals and starts moving down towards the northernmost courtyard, adjacent to the one that you guys have been into in the east. And in this courtyard is large, sprawled out tapestry of towers. I mean, it's like looking into a painting of endless towers off into the distance, and it sprawls out into the horizon. And as you get closer and closer to it, these arches, they glow with this magical hum, and you can see the arcane symbols on them are like disturbed and almost rotating, and these lines that are glowing on them mirror the constellations in the sky, making this almost special kind of gateway, as it glows with a magical hum and power that could be detected but is not always present, as it is like throwing off these waves of energy. And as you step through onto the other side, it is like someone has pulled back a blanket from the sky. This once what was black like void, painted by light in these different dots strewn out, connecting by their residual light that connected them together, almost like actual dot to dot constellations, has now been pulled back, and behind it, this raspberry reddish pink central space, this ethereal space with highlights of purple and blue, this aurorous color that was covering the sky, still lightly highlighting the view over top of you like a dome. Beneath you, the grass looks like a pale blue. And just beneath the grass, you can visibly see there's sand. These towers still continue to sprawl off. Everything looks rather the same, other than the sky has completely transformed in color. And in the centermost part of this, there's a raised up platform where a lot of the people that are being called here feel. And you see basically your entire class and the other groups that appeared on different various methods here as well. I think there was 4 that arrived here that night. And you would see basically all of them here. Everybody would be gathered around here at this point in time. Zoom in so I can move a couple of you off to the side here. And this giant raised platform in the middle, this smooth laying brick across it with this mirrored, almost sand-like color stone in the very middle, almost like the same sand beneath you growing between this the layers of this blue grass. This golden sigil of light connecting around it, this same gold-like color that is connecting these stars together by their connecting light. They're joining forces of light rays, making these giant constellations up in the sky. Okay, yes, none of you guys chose Aetherbound Star. This is the first of the choosing cups that we would see. We would see various different students enter into the middle of this arena here and attempt to connect with the cosmos and literally make a charisma check against stars themselves. I know the most obvious one off the top of my head. Let me pull this up real quick. Vexus Starpath, obviously. She would step up. She's the girl that has like all the bandages and stuff, kind of like pinning these feathers to her back. She would step up and try and charm these. Canis Luminarch, we would see him step up and attempt to do this charisma check. So a elfling and a harpy. Who else was in the starting cast? That would probably be Aetherbound. Oh, yeah. Ryza Wyrife, she would definitely be Aetherbound. And Miro Hazeweave, she was there in the Crucible. She would be a Aetherbound. She's an illusion specialist. So yeah, you would see these 5 various different, and I'm just gonna divide it by 20. You'd see 5 various different people that you know, and many others, humans and elflings and veilborns and predominantly moonfolk, would step up and be testing their power, attempting to charm these stars, charm the cosmos, so to speak. 5 is 17. That's actually pretty fucking high. For Ryza, that's a 19. And for Vexus, that's an 18. Those are pretty good scores. I would say we probably wouldn't see any of the main cast and crew we've seen be declined entry, but a lot of others, just random applicants that we've seen come up from other lands and other journeys here, we wouldn't see a majority of them pass this. It is a pretty tough role, but we see just via majority most of the people that we've seen come here pass. And yeah, attempt to charm these stars. They whisper and make sigils and have candles, and there's just various different methods. Whatever they've been taught connects them to the stars. They're trying to channel it and whisper and commune with these stars and make a literal charisma throw against the cosmos. And these stars would sparkle with light, the ones it accepts, and the ones that it doesn't, it would just remain a silent sky for them. And after that, dawn would eventually break, and outside, those sigils that are insanely more powerful than they should be would start to weaken and start to return to their natural resonance. And with this, you would turn around and see Father Tallius is walking up to you guys. You guys have noticed I haven't mentioned any proctors or any staff. No one is guiding these cups along. The school has done this so many times. It knows the natural flow of who needs to be in a house and who doesn't. And though it's not predetermined, because fate does lie in your own hands, it is already almost a manifest of what is written. This is just a process of filling in blanks. And as those dots start to line up, Father Tallius is behind you guys, and he sees your hearty crew, familiar faces. His staff glows bright. All right, everybody. You whippersnappers were up early this morning. Need to be before the dawn's break. I'll take it from here. Follow me. And he kind of waves at you guys, noticing your group in particular.
Where are we headed, good sir?
Jimbo runs up side by side with him. He's turned and begun to walk, and you holler up ahead. He's mere but a couple steps, and in his old age, it would only be seconds to be where he's at. He's not moving very fast. We're heading to the Verdant courtyards. Now that the sun's up, it's time to make sure the plants have all the nutrition they need. Follow me. Choosing cup for House Verdant. This way. And he hobbles on along, his staff emanating this giant light and its enormous weight crutching him, holding him back as his old body attempts to hobble along with it. The rest of you catch up, and those that are Verdant Quills, you will have your opportunity here to get into your cup, or those that want to be Verdant Quills, sorry. As you guys make your way to the Verdant courtyard, over these Troving Hills to the west was an area that we've only seen Solaris venture to so far, but off in the distance, in the Verdant courtyards, there is these stable-like area. off in the distance where Heim Verdant is waiting for you guys. He is in between two kind of rigged buildings, rigid roofs, dilapidated, worn by the weather. The stables are just in the background. You guys would walk past all these farms of different herbs and plants they're growing. It would look much like the other part of the Verdant courtyards where all these plants have been naturally preserved and saved and grown basically perfectly to continue propagating and living and keeping that species of plants alive. But over here, it's like a whole bunch of wheats and grains and different things that you would feed to the animals, essentially. And past all the animals, big long fences and tall piked walls for some of the bigger animals. Scattered along back behind the stables here as you guys walk further and further and further off in between these two dilapidated buildings that are kind of leaning against the ridge line just behind them. At the middle is Heim Verdant in this kind of dusty looking circle, very much like the platform that you guys had seen at the Aether Round courtyard. This one is just a dirt circle in the grass. The glowing gold light is around it, much like the Aetherbound Star courtyards. And Heim Verdant is there. Father Talius is escorting you. For those that are ready to be Verdant Quill, you may step up and put your character into the circle. For those that have any questions or want to roleplay, jump at it. It's open roleplay, open initiative.
You said we can switch if we wanted to. I think I would like to switch mine to this.
Forgot about Professor Heim Verdant, did we?
Otherwise, anyone's up to it, but I'm just jumping in. That's all.
Absolutely, go for it.
Oh,
Hello, I'm here. What do I do?
Sorry, we were just waiting to make sure everyone that had the opportunity to make that choice made that choice. Solaris, you jump up first. Wrote that down. We'll go through yours. You will be first on the list to go through. Who else wants to? If you could say it out loud for the
Jimbo
listeners
can go first
at home. Vera?
Oh, so
I'll
all
go
three of
last.
us are hopping in the circle, huh?
I guess, yeah. Let's do it.
If you won, Jimbo, yeah. I saw you were in the circle. You jumped out there, but you want to jump back in? 1 foot in, 1 foot out. A little hokey pokey all back. Show them how you get down.
I only had 2 options to go for,
Yeah.
man. This has got to be the one now.
That
We've
is
already been on our way.
That is true. I mean, there's 3 options, but that is true.
I mean,
Yeah,
if I could try to retake the Aetherbound Star, I would totally shoot for that. If they're still doing the ritual.
We'll talk about that off stream, maybe.
Okay.
That'd have to be done at a different time. You would have to not pick one up now, though. I mean, you could still try and see if you would pass it, but then you would have to not join it if you wanted to go back and do another one. You can still see if you pass it just to get the experience.
Yeah, let's see if we can pass it.
Yeah, so we'll go Ray, Savage, Jimbo. Ray, Vera, Jimbo.
Do me last.
All right. What?
I said I want to be last.
Oh, you want to?
You can go first. I'll go last.
I
I'll
want to
go
be last. Yeah.
You want?
Okay.
I'll go last if you want.
All right. Heim Verdant is sitting there, and you see many others step up, including amongst them is, Bramble Ironroot, obviously. Just a whole bunch of different people. Funny enough, we've seen this character before, and he is a way later year. Probably because he has taken this cup challenge very many times and is just bad at it. We see Bronick, the big, huge golem that was in the Trials of Willpower trying to get through. He actually wants to be like a little companion tamer guy, but is just very, very bad at it. And that's why he has the one girl is basically like his pet, the girl that does the warding. That's how he sees it, anyways. So he is trying to be a wild herald, but he is very, very, very bad at it. And so we see Bronick here, Bramble. Who else would be in the first years? Just a whole bunch of them. And Chaim Verdant is in the middle of the circle.
Bramble's family came on his way to see him, huh?
No, Bramble doesn't have he only got his mom. And she's like stuck in time, essentially.
Yeah, okay. Okay,
that's good.
That's good.
A cocoon, kind of. But yeah, all of you guys step forward that wanted to step forward. You'd see Bramble, and that might literally be it for Verdant Quill. Or no. Obviously, we would see Joran would definitely want to be Verdant Quill too. So we'd see Bron, Joran, the brothers, Bramble. I think that might be it. That was the guy that was taking notes, and then the math guy. Those two are the brothers, and then Bramble, and that would probably be it. Chaim Verdant in the middle of the circle announces, for the Verdant Cup, you must fill your goblet with 3 tasks. One may only be quenched if the first 2 cannot be met. Here is the axe you need to be Verdant. 1 tamed creature. 1 living plant that you have personally grown. Or, and the third, only must be completed if the first 2 are not met. You must tame a creature here, right now, on the spot. If any of you have met or passed those conditions.
I think the first 2 I may kind of...
Right, the first 2, yeah.
Both have.
I don't.
Because,
Can you repeat that one more time?
So,
you need 1 tameable creature that you've already tamed, like in your possession currently. So Jimbo wouldn't have that because he murdered it. 1 plant you've grown, which Jimbo would have because he's growing a plant right now. Or you have to tame a creature right now on the spot. Both of those stipulations you do pass, Ray, because you have a creature you're owning, and it's in its plant form right now, just chilling out. That is why that creature mattered so much, because by picking up something so unneeded, unnecessary it was actually a literal key to the gates of Verdant. It doesn't only get you into the greenhouse. It would get you, into actual Verdant. That's why those mandrakes were so important.
Okay, so I have morph, but I don't have a plant, so I wouldn't be able to do it. So I'd have to
tame a guy right now. Yep.
So yes, Solaris would technically pass. Jimbo and Vero would have to attempt it on the spot.
Roll investigation, if I may.
Yeah.
Are there any plants around or any creatures?
Oh, hold on. Just one moment. I'm gonna pull it up. Yeah, no, it's like actually like a fight. Like you have to. He's gonna summon a creature, and you have to try and tame it.
Oh.
Yeah. It can't. And this is actually a pretty cool trial because I love Pokemon. Pokemon, please don't sue me. I love Pokemon, so this kind of feels
my God.
very, very much like Professor Oak, kind of getting to give you your starters. So I very much love this cup challenge myself. It's gonna be very cool to get to see Jimbo and Vero try it. Solaris, I'm not gonna exclude you though, just because you already have the key. You can do this with a no fault penalty, so you can try it. See what happens. You might just get a free companion. Even if you fail, you've still already met the requirements and may pass forward into House Verdant.
I'm in.
All right, let's go. So first in initiative, I believe, was Solaris. She jumped in the circle and was wanting to first. So this could be be super helpful for Jimbo and Savage.
I gave away my first position to Savage. He said he didn't want to be last.
I said I wanted to be last.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what do I do?
So, sorry. I have all of it pulled up. I just gotta like flick through it. I'm trying to be a more prepared DM.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're just gonna use
Just
the
let me
sample
know.
token for just now. All right. So go ahead and roll a D4 for me real quick, and let's see what your creature is.
The 4.
And if you hit a 4, if you hit a 4, I'll tell you the whole list, and you get to choose whichever one sounds coolest. But unfortunate. 1 is, and Heim Verdant places his hands on the ground. You see this motion exactly like Talius when he conjured forth and summoned the boat, but no sigil appears. The ground splinters and breaks. The earth naturally gives way. Roots break their way through the ground, making a sigil just beneath the surface. Almost unseen unless you guys have a very good eye. I just think it's cool to describe it. And you can see that the roots and the way he's making his sigil is almost one that's bonded with nature entirely. He's not really using like sigil magic, but it is still along the same lines because the sigil is there. He is summoning forth what is known as a rootling grazer. This one is, we're just for the sake of it, we're starting them like baby level, so it's like a starter. So this is they are mainly like a almost like a bison, not a bison, a longhorn steer, but made of like roots and vines. And this would be like a baby one. So it's like a very tiny cow-like creature made of roots and vines and bark. And they go around and they're mainly just an herbivore. And it's a pretty cool little creature. And it's summoned forth from this magical sigil just beneath the ground, almost seeming to appear from the dirt itself as it kicks its hoofs against the ground and knocks up a little bit of dirt into the air. Its nostrils give out a little puff of smoke for its tiny body, and its eyes lock onto you. Mrs. Ray, I remember you from the other day. You seem eager. Step on in, and we'll have you roll a
Let's go.
Yes, let's get back. Ray squaring off with the Savage. Can you refresh? I don't see the it's just a stand-in token for now, but squaring off. Against the rootling grazer.
Man, can I roll like inspiration for Ray?
Yeah, I'll let you guys cheer each other on. Absolutely. Go ahead. Roll a D4, and everyone can add in. You have to physically say a cheer though. What do you cheer?
Ray, you're gonna freaking get this for dance. You got this shit in the bag. Just try not to kill it. It'll be awesome.
Oh.
Whoop its ass and literally put it in a bag.
Maybe.
All right.
I just give a thumbs up.
Well, thank you for the thumbs. Very reserved, yet a good thank you.
All right, your next roll has a +2. The roll following that has a +2. and the roll following that has a +1.
Okay.
Hopefully your DM can keep track of all that.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's
Roll
go.
initiative and add 2.
Okay. So initiative. That one I was looking for earlier.
That's just a regular 20.
Regular. Okay. Good, because I was like, hold on. All right.
Yeah, the
Boom.
only time you'd have to worry about that is if you're a quick wit.
3.
+2 is 5.
But with plus
So
2 it turns into 5.
what was that?
5.
Sorry, I was just saying it was +5. It was a 5.
Yeah.
It was a
Comes to 5.
Okay. Well, no, she gets 2 for one. It's each roll is a different inspiration, so she gets 2 for her first roll, 2 for the next roll, and then 1 for the final one.
Yeah.
They don't
So this
all
was-
stack together. Yeah, I mean it could, but she'd get less benefit out of it. Anyways, the rootling grazer is across the field from you. This small baby-like calf made of roots, vines, bark, and very hardy-looking materials. And you stand there on the other side of this dirt circle. Go ahead and see if that's going to cost more than a bonus action. Probably is. I need to zoom in a little bit here so I can see the squares too. A little hard to see the grid here. Can you guys see the grid? Ooh.
Boxes?
Yeah, like the movement grid.
No. There's a grid in the middle, but like it's all
There's
square
a grid
shit.
in the
but-
center area.
Yeah, that's but like the regular grid, like if I take that art away, you know, like
the regular grid's not there, man.
right. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what happened to that,
Yeah.
but anyways, we'll just use this.
Hey, wait, look.
We'll use this grid. Is it actually 5 feet per block?
I don't
it's
know, but
about
look,
10.
I'm going to do it. Watch out.
It's about 10 feet per
Yeah.
block on this. Not very accurate.
Did y'all see my effect?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
Right? Right.
So let's just say then that you're in this this backmost block here. And this guy's in this block here. Alright, they won initiative, so what the fuck can this thing even do? Oh, ram. Oh yeah, it's gonna ram you. Oh, 15 feet.
Okay, watch this. Rawr.
It's gonna do 1, 2, 3,
Oh. Aye.
and
Bonk.
strength. Okay. It is a 14 to hit. Is that equal to or higher than your armor
Oh.
class?
Gotta move my cat. Hold on now. Class.
AC, it should say armor
Check
class.
my notes. That means that my class, wild hair, my armor.
It'll be next to your health.
Oh, on the thing. Yeah. I was checking my real notes, and I'm like, how did I organize this?
Okay, hold on. Yeah. So where's it supposed to be?
AC, it should be next to your HP.
Okay.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Not sure I'm seeing what I should be looking at. Oh, HP next to my HP.
Yep, it's somewhere there. It says AC.
24. Oh.
And you should be fully, well, it should be fully healed. You didn't take any damage.
No.
right
wish I
here
could
somewhere.
screen and
We haven't done too much
looking at
battle,
it,
so it's all right. Just look around for it. It's somewhere there.
damage deal 1. My hit dice is 3 out of 3. I'm not sure what that means.
Should be right next to where it says HP. Like right next to it. You see where your health's at? It should say AC right there.
Yeah. With a heart and a red heart and a
To the
green,
right,
green
I
heart.
think. I have to physically close this to open up a character. But I guess
I'm sorry. I'm trying to see it, but I'm not sure. I'm looking at the same thing as it should be.
Should be right there. Should be pretty. It just says AC. Pulling up your character here.
Oh, 10.
Oh, good. Yes, remember that number. Remember that number. AC.
Yes.
That is your.
I had to go all the way down to look for a shield, and that's what showed me. It's different on the long, like on the way it's put on my phone because it's long.
Oh yes. I forget about that. Yes, your armor class is 10. I see it here. Yes.
Yep.
Good catch though.
Yep.
So 14 does hit. So that is 1d4, and you're knocked back. One block.
Now what?
Which would technically be a ring out. Okay. You take 1 damage. You're knocked back 1 block, and this would technically be a ring out if this was a duel. But this magic glowing ring here won't actually let you be knocked out of bounds for this fight. So instead, you get knocked back into the same spot, and you take 1 more damage. So you're -2, and then it is your turn.
I have 2 damage. Okay. Now I roll a d20 again.
It's your turn. You do whatever you'd like.
Well, yeah, I'm supposed to roll a d20, and then I get +2 again, right? This time.
You will. What do you want to do though? Are you trying to make a strength check? You trying to tame it? You trying to talk to it?
Oh, okay. So I'm not trying to kill it. I can't hurt it that much. Don't want to go too strong. Let's see. Yeah, let me do a stealth check. Because then, if he's not too stealthy, maybe I can just kind of scoop him up and just like hold him like a little baby. That's my plan.
Okay. Yeah. Go. Roll stealth.
Boom.
I can tell you right now that is more than high enough. Oh wait, is that a 10? That's not an 18. That's a 10. My bad. What's your stealth?
Yeah, 10. And my stealth is +0, so it's just 10.
Yeah, it is able to detect that you are still there. It can see you. You like kind of crouch in the same spot, and it can still see you. It's like,
all right.
Okay. And it kind of hits its hoof off of the ground, kicking up some dirt again. Really, all you did was crouch and spot. That could be a bonus action. You still have your main action and your free object interaction.
Wasteful. Well, I thought I wanted to like kind of sneak up on him and like love on him. Okay, Papa, can I do? I have 1 more left, right? Like 1 more like roll up. Okay. Let me.
This would also be a really good time to check out that taming card. So those are the only ways that you can tame now. And that's all you have to do. You have to tame this creature and you win.
All right. Let me look at the Dutch John taming card.
I'm imagining epic battle music
Yeah,
going
but
down as
how do
Ray
I-
and this little cow square off. The fiercest stare down of all time. What'd you
But
say?
how do we weaken him without killing him? I don't want to do like a strong thing to him. What's
You can
like
punch
what's
it.
like a
Yeah,
light
you can do an
thing?
unarmed strike with his
punch-
just a regular strength check. No weapons.
Yeah, let's do that. Because I don't want to stab him. I don't want to like arrow him. I don't want to like moonbeam him. Plus it's daytime, so I can't do that. Yeah, let me just do an unarmed strength check, please.
All right.
Be fun with strengths.
And
Strength is
not-
+2 also.
Not to give
Yeah.
away too much, but you guys also do know how grappling works, as Vero has been in several grappling scenarios. We know how it works, and we know that in a duel, if you're restrained for 3 or more rounds, you lose. Not trying to drop
Oh.
too big of hints here, but there are other ways than just outright damage. But this is the cleanest way to get your formula done to get this success. Anyways,
All right, well, I got 10, but I got 2, so 12.
yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll a d4. All right,
Ooh,
yeah.
4.
How does this?
Oh, yeah,
how do
yeah.
you strike it? You like balled fist, open palm. How do you get this damage onto this little cattle?
I guess I'm just gonna punch him in the skull a little bit.
Do a little dunk.
Well,
It
yeah.
takes a chunkable amount of damage. You have a free object interaction, and Wild Heralds can attempt to tame for a free object interaction. You want to take the roll?
let's do it. Yep.
All right.
Was it 20?
Yep. Well, go ahead and read the taming card out loud
18.
for us, if you would.
Sure. Okay. Taming allows a character to bond with most creatures in the bestiary, unless a creature is specifically marked untamable. The process begins with weakening the creature, where its effective taming CR is calculated as 20 minus the HP hit points it has lost, while the creature gains a save bonus equal to its remaining HP. Once weakened, a player may use their action to attempt a bonding check, choosing either charisma, handling, or wisdom, spirit, against a DC of 20 plus. The creature's CR, for example, CR1 creatures require a DC 21.
That is correct. And so, that means that the score you have to beat right here is 20 minus the damage you just deducted, which is 4. So we know you need to roll a 16, which you can do by trying to charm it or tame it in one of these ways, with charisma being handling, or with wisdom being your spirit. But Wild Heralds specifically can also use their actual animal handling stat.
Yep.
So yours is 18 plus your big bonus, which is how much?
My wisdom is +4.
All right. So, well, what's your nature stat or your animal handling?
Let me see.
Either way, you pass, because the total to beat would be 16. You rolled 18 plus 4. I was just explaining how it works for folks listening at home. But you pass, and you successfully are able to reach out and place a hand on this steer's head, and it responds with a subtle nod, its head lowering as it understands. And you have now successfully tamed this rootling grazer. So congratulations. These are the the two-headed cows that we seen in the episode where you went and met Heimverdant. So it's pretty cool that you ended up getting one. That's kind of a cool callback. That was the rootling grazer number 1 and Solaris with her Verdant Cup trial. Congratulations. You already had the keys to the keep and you took the challenge anyways. You're going to pick up the combat experience and you're picking up the taming experience and role play. So congratulations. That's a huge scoop for you, Mrs. Ray. And next up, we had Jimbo. Jimbo, as you see...
Do I gotta write anything down for that?
Go ahead and put rootling grazer.
I would like to say, may I roll charisma?
I'll send you the information for it.
Because Vero, I feel like I insist you go first.
Ooh. Oh. Dang,
Wait,
y'all.
He's trying to charm you into going first. And you absolutely can. You could try anyways.
No.
You could roll charisma.
No.
Let's go for it.
No.
Roll
Madness.
charisma, Cloud. He's got to cause a little chaos. You know?
Can I roll a
I'm doing
charisma
that.
save?
What's
I'm getting
your
over
does
this
that meet or
episode.
beat your AC?
Yeah, I'm at 13.
Okay, well then he
You
has
rolled a
charmed you.
7.
So now, yes,
Step
you
forward, my good
can
man.
roll a save if you want to resist what he's trying to do. He has targeted you, so it has hit.
Yes.
Now we're gonna see if it's successful in making you bend to his will.
14.
And the save
Hey,
for
charisma
that would
bonus.
be whatever.
It's tied technically.
Well, no, because the save wouldn't be
Ooh.
based on his roll. It would be based on whatever his natural charisma stat is, not the modifier, but the actual stat itself. That's what your saves are
Oh,
based
okay,
on.
okay.
His saves, because he cast it. So, Jimbo, what's your actual charisma stat?
I got 10 plus 2 as a modifier.
So
And
10.
plus 2 for a save.
So 10. Not the modifier, just the stat.
Okay, yeah, so with no modifier, 10.
So that's what you have to save against if Jimbo tries to charm you, is 10. So you rolled, your will save
Well,
was
I rolled a 14.
14, which is
for the
higher than
charisma
10, so
saving
you
throw?
don't have to do it.
Yeah.
So congratulations. He almost got you, though. He almost got you. You gotta be careful around him. He's smooth with them words, just not quite smooth enough. Why don't you guys role play this interaction out? That's your role. As we're going here.
Well, Vero. I mean, I kind of wanted to go first, but I either wanted to go first or last, man. So
Well, you're not gonna get
I
either.
figured I
You
could
might as well
coax
just
you
go
into it.
now. not
no,
gonna
I
get
didn't
it.
want to go second. That wouldn't have been any fun.
Well, you're not going
You
last.
silly goose, you.
You're not going last. So
Well, all right. Well, I guess I'm gonna step in this ring here. Let's see what's up.
Well, hold on. While you guys were role playing that out, someone that is ready to seize the moment stepped up, and we see Bramble Ironroot step up, and he too rolled a 1. So I was trying to see if maybe we'd reveal a little more information here, so you guys could both get what you wanted. But Bramble is gonna actually square off against the same creature that we've seen Solaris tangle with, which is the rootling grazer, and
Okay, I mean we gotta try and roll inspiration for Bramble, right?
we'll say
Who we gotta?
we
We love Bramble. Bramble, we love you. I hope you hear us.
Yeah, it would literally be 17 against 17, so 1 point of inspiration would be enough to upset the balance. Of Bramble would just basically auto succeed here. So good for Bramble. Yay! And thank you guys for cheering him on, he says as he kind of waves off. And he's like, I'm sure you'll do great, Jimbo. Whatever you do, put on a show for him. And he kind of holds his hands up like victorious. He's like,
Damn right.
We don't ever
Cheers
get to
from
see
the
Bramble
crowd.
this fired up. He's excited. He's excited to see his buddy Jimbo throw down too. And then with that, Jimbo, it is your turn. So if you would like, would you please roll a d4?
May I also get some inspiration from Bramble? Can we hype each other on? Like,
Yeah,
hell
yeah,
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 I'm getting in that ring now, bro.
Yeah, I would say he's
Like,
he's watching you too. Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead and roll a d4. And I'll let your challenge rating be the amount of inspiration he gives you. He is more fired up the stronger a creature you face. Oh shit!
Schnur is also cheering on Jimbo.
Let's go! Jimbo, let's
Come on,
fucking
Solaris. You know you gotta get some hype in here, right?
Absolutely, man.
Right? Travis, I feel
100%.
like you're probably not gonna, but you should anyway, because you're
Let's
awesome.
find out.
Go ahead and roll your
So wait, you want
inspiration,
my four,
Schnur,
right?
and
Roll my four.
Ray.
Yeah, 1.
All right.
My four, right?
Okay.
Yep. Boom.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you such a big hug after this.
Holy crap. Holy crap.
Varyl's
Oh.
looking away with just literally like looking away and then just giving a thumbs up.
It's just still. Oh yes.
4, yo. 4.
All right. So your first roll is +4. Your second roll is +1. And then it's +4. Wow. Wow.
All right. So
Here is,
what are we going up against here?
well, that's the cool thing. If you roll a perfect 4, you get to hear all the options and choose.
Ooh.
All right. Let's see.
And you know what? Because there's so much hype, I'll let you guys know there is also a hidden starter option, like how in Pokemon Go, if you don't choose one of the 3 starters, you walk away and something completely different than one of those 3 pops up. Only if you roll a 4, because you have knowledge of everything available and have chosen something else, which is the act of fate in of itself. Anyways, you don't get to know what that option is. Here is the 4 options that you could possibly land on. And level of weakness to strength, by the way. They are all CR2 or below, but some of them have altered stats because they're important to the world. And so they have something that they can do that's not shouldn't be a CR2. Should be like a CR3. Anyways, you got the Rootling Grazer, which was option number 1 we just seen. It's like a ox-like longhorn cattle with vines and bark. You have the Mossback Glimmerhog. Try saying that 5 times fast. It is a kind of like
Mossback.
almost camel-like, not camel, but yeah, kind of like a camel's hump. Has this moss-like hump structure on its back. Very, very cool. It's known for burrowing and just being really good at camouflage. Option 3 was the Thornwing Finch, which is a really, really tiny bird. It's really quick, and it's got thorns all over its body, and just like hawks do in the real world, where they basically just dive down and falcon punch something, that's what these things do. And they're like little darts that fly through the air, and they don't even need to stab into you. They just fly past you and cut you up with the ruggedness of their body. And then the 4th one was the Sapling Crawler, which is some sort of Trevenant type class creature. They're not really seen too often unless you go deep into the woods. They're not like rare or anything like that. It's only a CR2, but they're a Trevenant like creature. They can appear in a couple different forms. And then there's, of course, the mystery option if you choose none of these.
I want mystery option. For sure. We're going with that.
Alrighty. Somehow, some way, I just knew he would. The stars in the sky have mostly faded out. Dawn is here. Day has landed. Talius stands bright, his staff proving that day holds time over the land. But for some reason, up in the sky, 4 little stars approach into the shape of a diamond, glinting into your eye. As Haim attempts to do this summoning once again, slamming his hands down, but the magic feels disrupted. Your fate stone begins to glow softly, and the energy kind of crackles through the ground. You see this very quickly, very briefly, this white lightning like static that ripples across the ground. Your eyes flash, the aura, the energy. You feel like not only is Bramble here with you, not only is your friend cheering you on, not only is Schnur, your family, here with you, not only is your other friends that you've traveled with, Talius, but you also feel someone else is here with you too. Someone whose presence you can't quite distinguish. Roll a history check.
I feel like I smell Heimdall.
It is a
that's
male.
5.
You feel the like energy and presence of some male-like silhouette that's just in the back of your memory. And the flash is gone. But you do feel these feelings of Heimdall, and looking at Father Talius, you would see that familiar smile. And you would know that if he was here, he'd be charged. Did you add a +4 to that? That would be a 9. Damn. 1 short. Well, it'd basically be the same result then. We'll let you save your +4. This is just like a bonus reaction thing that happened. Anyways, as this energy summons, the spell is disrupted, and instead of one of the 4 basic creatures being summoned, something else entirely happens. Maybe it's the Verdant Courtyards, maybe it's the spell, maybe Haim knew that you were ready for this occasion, and he summons forth the mascot of House Verdant, the Verdant Prowler. These vines ripture out of the ground like a blooming flower head, petals falling off of it before the budmost cocoon of vines splits open, shattering, and in its place, this agile, long, sphinx-like creature, small, about a 1.5 foot off the ground. This cat-like creature made entirely of vines, with a very, very elongated neck and wide shoulders, kind of like a lion. Its head sitting on it, kind of like this almost cone shape. It's these vines that come out to its main spine being kind of like a tree, the actual like trunk and middle part of the tree, while it comes to the head where its vines are, it makes this cone, and all these vines are wrapped and spiraled around. It opens its mouth into like 5 different separate vine pieces, just like the Demogorgon, and it roars viciously. This is a CR3 creature. It is the mascot from House Verdant, the Verdant Prowler. Roll initiative. And add 4.
So I suppose petting it's probably not the greatest idea right off the bat, huh?
You win initiative. You get to go. Whatever you'd like to do.
Okay, and if I were to do mirror ward, right, that reflects anything,
Any attack.
not just magic.
Any attack. Right?
Okay. Can I cast that on myself and then try to soothe him?
Keep in mind, you only got a short rest, so you don't get any of your spell slots back from the previous night. I don't think you used any, but I'm just.
Oh yeah, then I wouldn't have that.
I'm just keeping the continuity. I don't think you
I did
used
use
any.
mirror ward.
Did you?
No, I can safely say I did. I'm pretty sure I cast mirror ward on something.
Oh
Or
yeah,
wait,
you did cast
no, 'cause
mirror
we were
ward
just trying
on
to stand
Schnurr.
Mirror, that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Did we? Oh
Yep.
yep.
Yeah, you did. I do remember that now. So make sure you remember those spell slots you do not have for today's challenge.
And that's only for a long rest. Okay.
Yep.
Still getting used to the resting system.
Nope, that's good. That's why I'm refreshing, making
Yep.
sure we're keeping the continuity intact here. Nope. And I was also wrong about mirror ward. It is next defend, sorry, not next defend, next defense, which means the difference between defend and defense is defend is an attack, defense is it could be a charm, it could be a hex, it could be anything. That is right. I did rewrite mirror ward because it was so lower level, and we got better
So,
wards
like-
and stuff. This is a utility ward. It does block against hexes, charms, different stuff like that, not just attacks. Correct.
So every square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square. Really?
Yeah.
Defend would just be physical, and then
Mm-hmm.
the other one would not just be anything. Okay.
But your next defense refers to any time you're being targeted. Correct. There's some fun terminology. Fun terminology.
How much HP does this thing have?
It looks powerful. I can't tell you how much HP it has. It looks healthy. It looks like it hasn't been hurt.
Let's Arc Surge, and no, let's not do that.
Oh my gosh.
Evil Forest, and let's try and be nice to it. Let's try and is there a way I can do that without like hurting it? You basically have to whoop its ass a bit, huh?
All I did was like charm it.
No, you punched it in the fucking noggin and then said, let's be friends. You went,
Oh, that's right.
yeah, you're my
Yeah,
buddy
right.
now. And it was
That's
just
right,
like,
that's
all
right.
right. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do Arc Search. It's a terrible idea.
Fuck yeah,
but I'm
trust
gonna
your
do it
gut. Roll it.
Ooh, let's see.
All right, what would that be? A D6, right?
Keep in mind, your first roll is a +4, which you've already taken for initiative. Your next roll is a +1.
Oh yeah.
And your 2 following rolls are +4s.
Very strong.
So if you're casting
dagger
Arc
would
Surge, it'd be a
do
Wisdom roll. Sorry.
4d6, I believe, right?
Oh,
No, it'd be 1d20.
So Arc Surge is 2d8.
Oh yes. Sorry.
Wait,
Arc Surge is
1d20 for the dagger?
Arc Surge is 2d8 plus burn condition. Correct. Sorry, I thought you were asking
Yes.
what to roll to target it. You still have to hit it before you do damage. Remember.
Yeah, and we are probably too far away here.
So you would have to roll Wisdom. Oh, we're treating the blocks as if each block is 5 feet. So 5, 10, 15. You're well within 30 feet of this thing.
We are doing Arc Surge. We're just sending it.
So go ahead, roll Wisdom.
Yeah, 2d8.
the first water.
Damn!
22 plus
That-
4.
Well, that fucking smokes
Oh,
it.
no.
Describe what this arc surge looks like after you shout it out.
It looks like a giant ball of electricity flailing towards this giant sphinx-looking vine monster.
And it collides.
I would say it's probably gray, huh? No, not gray. Turquoise. That would be cool.
It does this colorful lightning bursts forth in a ball of energetic energy that collides into the verdant prowler, basically head on, its flying body wrapping around the energy blast as it concusses outwards. Go ahead and roll 2d8.
That's a solid 3.
Nice. Plus it's burned. And then so
Roll
you'll
the
roll
burn
a
check,
d4 at the end of your turn, and then you're gonna roll a d4 following at the end of all of its turns for the burn. So go ahead and roll a d4 for the burn. Whenever your turn's done, you still would have a bonus action and a free interaction.
We got the 1d4 for burn effect, which I think is good because we don't actually want to kill it.
So it has
Assuming
taken
it doesn't have like 100 health.
it's taken 4 damage, and it'll take 1 damage at the end of your turn. Are you done with your turn? You still have a bonus action and a free interaction. We know you can tame for your free interaction if you can get within distance.
Can I look around for throwable? No, let's not do that. I think we're just gonna. We got a good description. I think we could just, ask the homies if they can do a little bit more inspiration. A little hype, nothing too crazy. Be like, Schnurr, you think I'm doing great? Just because Schnurr be Schnurr,
Mm-hmm.
I vote. I cheer. I'm cheering it up.
He turns to the crowd. Are you not entertained? Cheer for me.
Do the thing.
Yeah, that was a pretty solid opening round. Okay, then it takes 1 more damage, 5 damage in total. That is pretty solid. There is vegetation on the battlefield because it bursts forth from this like cocoon of vines and petals that fell down. So technically that condition is met. And the Verdant Prowler has a special trait called Verdant Camouflage. And since there is foliage on the ground, it gains advantage on stealth and vegetation and double movement. So its speed goes from 40 to 80. So it's going to... So half of that... Yeah, half that for bonus action would be 40 again. That'd be... a lot of math. Like 8 blocks. Damn, this thing can fucking move. So for a bonus action, it's gonna move half of that. And now that it's completely concealed, free interaction, it's just gonna take a stealth check. See if it's just gonna crouch, see if you seeing him. And 16, is that higher than your AC?
Yeah, I think mine's 11.
Okay. You currently cannot see it. In your eyes, this thing just dashed forward and disappeared in the dust and greenery around you. And now that it is camouflaged and stealth, is going to try and backstab you with Vine Lash. Which is 1d6 of slashing, plus it can pull you up to 5 feet. So let's see. So that's 16 plus. That'd be 4 would be 20. 20 definitely hits. So you are lashed for 1d6, and you can be moved up to 1 space. And I think, let's roll the d6 first. So vines like shoot out of this thing's mouth where it is unfurled, and they just slash and hack at you, doing 6 damage. Just absolutely cutting and ripping into you. And as they slash past you, you notice that some of them have fallen limp on your body, and they grab a hold of you like a suction cup. It grabs you up and slams you into the arena, attempting to throw you out. But since you can't be knocked out, instead you take 1 single point of damage as it rebounds you back forwards into the same block you're in. So 7 damage in total. And that's its turn.
Oh yeah, does it get burn damage here?
Yes, it does. I also forgot that technically it is concealed right now, so that was a surprise attack, which doesn't matter because it hit, so it didn't matter. But yes, go ahead and roll your d4 of burn damage.
Also, real quick question here. So if I lit the motherfucker on fire, would I be able to see it?
Well, it's invisible, technically.
Technically, you can. It's not as if you
Smoke
can't
and
see it. It's not invisible. It's just concealed. It's stealth. So you can target it. You can still make attacks at it. You're just at disadvantage. So you roll twice and pick the lower.
Yeah, 1d4.
Yes. That is pretty sustainable. It is hurting. You can hear it howling and hissing as the sap bubbles and the vines molt and burn, crisp and char. It is definitely hurting a lot.
I think we should try and tame her via wisdom.
All right. You are technically within reach of it, so you don't have to move or anything. Just roll your wisdom. And roll twice. Take the lower and add. You already did your 1, so now you're on your 4, so it's plus 4. Oh, damn! So 21. And its CR is -35 minus 9. So that's how much damage you've done. Would be
Can we deal base damage with Arc Surge too? And then 9 was just the fire damage so far? Or do I got that mixed around?
No, I think you've only done 9 in total, right? Or am I wrong? So it was 3
Okay.
plus 1. So 4. And then, so 8 damage. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, so you've only done 4 damage. Or 8 damage, sorry. 3, 1, 4.
Then there's the -1 because of ending his turn. So that was -5 by the end of Jimbo's first turn.
Yeah, that's
So
the
is that
1.
8 or 9?
3. So he did 2d8s, which was 3, and then 1, which was at the end of his turn.
Mhm.
So that was 4. And then at the end of this thing's turn, it took 4 more, which would be 8. So I thought
You had him do a burn damage right away from what we have wrote.
Yeah, so do we got that messed up?
Wait, what are?
Didn't I do 6 burn damage right away?
So,
No.
what I have wrote
Maybe I'm
down is got 3 for the damage, and then it was
Mhm.
+1 you told him to add for burn damage right away.
Mm-hmm.
And then when his turn ended after he shouted to the crowd, it was -5 overall.
Where would you get -5 from?
Because you had him roll the D4 then, and he had got the -1. Or the 1 anyway.
Oh wait. Okay. No, it's still 8. Yeah, no. It would be. Look at the rolls. So 2d8, which is 2 and 1. That's what it says. Initial attack. He did 3, and then as soon as that turn ends, 1 damage followed it, which is 4. The next roll.
You did a lot of rolls.
The next roll after that single 1 that followed the 3 is the GM, which was for the Verdant Prowler. And then at the end of the Prowler's turn, after that 6, Jimbo rolled a 4. So it would be 4 plus 4, which is 8. So it would be 35 minus 8.
Sounds good to me, man.
Which is 27 is your
See,
CR.
20 million.
It probably won't make or break anything. Probably.
I do believe I've calculated it correct. I do appreciate the callouts though. I don't know where the additional 1 that I thought was coming from that we were mistaking, but so far 1 full round of combat just passed because it is back to Jimbo who started. So the Prowler won't take burn damage again until the end of its following turn.
Oh, okay. So it's like a whole around the if you're playing Final Fantasy, so to speak, you'd only get the burn effect after everybody plays, not
Correct.
just whenever anything does something, basically.
So by deducing that we know how many turns have happened, we know it's only 1 and 1. Since you burned it the first turn, we know it took that burn, which was 1 point of damage, plus the 3 that you hit it with to inflict that burn. So 4 total. And then at the end of its turn, which is when it should take burn, it took 4 more, which is 8. And now it's back to, and now it's currently your turn
Let's
again.
see if I'm a lucky cookie or a dead one.
So I think we've tracked it and calculated it correct. It's 8, which would bring your CR to beat, would be currently a 27. 25 because would actually be 33. I was doing AC, not HP. To be 25 and can go as low, which I'm not. Well, I'll probably not tell you that. It can go a little bit lower because you still have some more HP that you could remove off this thing. But it's just as you have almost defeated it. It is about as low as it can go. This is just a tier 3, which is really, really high, hard to tame. With a 17, that is not even close, unfortunately. But it would also be +4 from the cheers. So it would be 21, which is still just not enough. If you are going to tame this creature, it is going to be by a miracle. You're going to have to lower it a couple more hit points, which you can do by just letting it burn. And then you're going to need those. You're going to need those cheers. Because that extra D4 is what's making up for the level difference between you and it. This thing would actually be the strongest level among all of you right now. If you do tame this, you're technically the strongest in the party right now, Jimbo. So good luck to you. It is still your turn, though. You've used your...
Do I still have a bonus action?
Yeah, you've used your free object interaction to attempt to tame. I don't think you've used your primary action or your bonus action, my friend.
So I would love to chug one of them potions in my pocket right now. I think that sounds like a really good plan.
Chug one of your
And then
vials.
If I still have any other sort of... Yeah.
Nice. All right.
And
you only have the two remaining.
You know,
Flip
I
a
think I'm
coin.
gonna eat big cheese instead. Oh, I can't do the cheese instead?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Sorry. Yep. Go ahead. Roll your... Which
I
size?
don't think this is the proper occasion for mystery potion. Could be really cool.
Yeah.
Take risks.
Which potion were you wanting to, or which cheese wheel were you wanting to eat?
I'm thinking. I don't have a fine wedge, do I?
I think Schnur has the
regular
only.
medium cheese wedge.
All right. Roll.
Oh, because I'm her pack mule. She can't physically carry that much, so I just kind of have some on me at all times, so she doesn't murder my ass in my sleep.
Roll your D20 and it roll 2 of them. Sorry, 2 regular 20s. It's a decent grade. The medium. Oh, that is just bunk. 4 health is what you restore in total. That is just not what you want to see. Get the bad rolls out of the way. Technically, you could use your inspiration for these, because this is a roll. So you could take a maximum of 5 more, because you'd have +4 or +4. You could take 8 more healing if you want, which would bring your total to 12 hit points.
Let's go for it. Let's go.
Your total restored, not your grand total, but your total that you get back.
So +8.
Yeah, +12.
So that would be 20.
But you can't go over your max. Whatever your max is still what it would be.
Yeah, 23 to 24 we got. And just 1 short. I feel like I'm gonna need it.
Perfect.
Badly.
And then you still have your primary action.
If I may, back up towards the wall, because we can't go outside of the wall, and just unsheath the dagger, hold it in front of me, and hope that if I get attacked, it might hit something.
Yeah, you could definitely prepare a counterattack, absolutely. And then back around to the Prowler it goes. Prepare thyself. Damn! So that's gonna be a 20 to hit. Technically it is still concealed because you never made a observation check, which is fine because you don't technically need to, as long as you're within arm's reach and you're doing whatever. I guess it just depends on scenario. In this case, this thing's not invisible. It's just stealthful. And let's see, that would be 1d6. So 2 damage, and you are moved into the wall again and pushed back into the same spot as the wall pushes you back. So you take 3 damage in total as these vines lash out, lacerating and cutting across you, and then falling limp and sticking to you before grabbing hold and slamming you against the protective border again, dealing another 1 damage. So you take 3 in total this round. And that is its turn. Back to you.
Wait, so 3 damage and then
That's it.
how much?
3 in total. I was just
okay.
narrating the mechanics, sorry.
Oh, I don't.
3 in total. And roll.
Oh, it's yeah.
Roll. Sorry. I couldn't tell if you were about to talk or if you wanted me to say it, but roll your d4. I said back to you, but I forgot there's one more thing that I gotta make you roll for. 4. That is going to be enough to reduce it to 0 hit points, and it is gonna collapse and kind of buckle down in front of you, and this means that it has no remaining hit points to resist. So the current save that you would need to beat would be 20. Reduced by the... Sorry, 21. Reduced by the 4 hit points you just... 21 would be the CR that you need to beat currently. You have 3 rounds to do so. So, it is your turn, the next turn, and then you have 1 more turn. So make full use of your actions. Remember, you can tame for a free interaction being a herald. You can bonus action anything you can do for a free interaction, and you can primary action anything you can do for a bonus action. So just remember that. It's your turn.
Alright, so nobody really can cast anything on me to help me out here. I'd need a wicked roll here. So it's just on its back, it's on its last legs. Right.
That's my boy, Jimbo! And Bramble's like shouting. He's clearly entertained. He appreciated your high performance. Anyone else want to cheer?
Let's go!
Yeah. Woo! Yes. I'm a roll for it.
Go ahead and take your guys' D4 rolls. These will be the following preceding rolls. 1 for your next roll, plus 3 for the following, and plus 3 for the one after that.
Ooh, no signature thumbs up.
I think you got
there's
this.
Not really anything I can do other than just roll to try and tame, right? Wisdom roll, huh? Unless I could try and like pet it or be nice to it, but I don't think that would really favor anything, right?
See, that's what I thought too. Yeah, it didn't work out.
I can't tell you what to do, but I'll say there's a couple options. There's a couple ways to go about this. That's all I'll say. There's a couple things. Just a couple things. You have exactly 3 rounds.
With Pokemon, right?
Well, just go ahead. I'm not going to interfere too much. Sorry.
And they might like you, right?
What was that?
You could theoretically do that with some cheese as long as Schnurr wouldn't kill me. You know, there's candies in Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would raise the HP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be good.
I guess I'm just gonna shoot for the wisdom roll. I mean, maybe I can try and pet it first and see if that does anything. Inspect its wounds, perhaps.
Can you go over
Even though
what
it
all
definitely
spells
smells
you
like
have
burnt
again
piece of bacon.
at your disposal?
I have blast wave, but I think that would just kill it. I don't have binding ribbons. Would be very nice to have right now.
You don't have binding ribbons?
No, that's just Schnur and Ray.
Oh, I thought you
Sorry.
chose that too. That's weird. That's weird. I thought you had that one too.
No, I did not get it.
Well, then the options that you have are limited, but you still have a
Anything I
couple.
can do.
There's a couple different things you can do right now. The best thing I'd say is to probably just roll that wisdom check again if you don't know any other option. That would be I would just go for that.
Yeah, unless I can make some sort of something, but it seems like we're just in the middle of a blank circle here.
Yeah, there's nothing to
So
construct.
there's not really
Such-
anything I possibly could do other than just murk it. But I don't want to really do that. So yeah, wisdom check, huh?
Yeah.
$18.
Plus 1 is 19, which is just not quite enough, unfortunately. And that will take up only your free object interaction as a Wild Herald.
So what do we need? 21 overall, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's the magic number you're shooting for right now. But
Should I try
think
and do
about
the
the
same thing again for
possibilities.
primary action?
If you manage to hit that number, infinite possibilities beyond that door. Not literally, but a lot.
Oh, and I can't do some sort of charisma to make that a little bit easier. That wouldn't be worth anything better than the animal handling check, though.
If you had a charm spell, you could, but we don't have charm. You don't have any charm spells yet available. So yeah.
I guess just keep on trying the same thing, because it can't really do anything. It's down, and I basically just have to hope it doesn't die unless I feed it, but that would just make it harder.
And it's still your same turn. That's only a free object interaction. You can do that again for a bonus action in the same turn. And then you can do that again as your primary action in the same turn. So you essentially have 9 attempts. Only 3 rounds though. We probably need to speed this up just a little bit.
Yeah,
So let's get
I agree entirely.
get an idea formulated and get
Yeah,
rolling.
let's just go with it.
And get a rolling.
9, nada.
Plus 2 is 11. Not quite enough.
All right, I guess it can't do anything. I'll keep rolling.
Yep, primary action. Plus 3,
All right, keep rolling.
13.
Yeah.
Not quite enough. And with that, one single round has passed. 15 passes. The Verdant Prowler is still alive. It is in this feeble state still. It's just alive. It is your turn.
I'm going to use my primary action to roll a 5 again.
Okay.
Then I would like to shout and see if there's any advice I could get from, per se, Bramble. I mean, we're all verdant here, trying to be. see if they got any good ideas.
Bramble he believes in you. He's rooting you on, and you kind of shout out, "You got any advice, Bramble?" Yeah, get it back on its feet. Get it back on its feet a little bit, and then grab it up and hold it still for 3 rounds. It's called grappling. That was the hint that we were given just earlier when Ray was doing this. Something that you could have done while it was unconscious for free, and then just held the grapple for 3 rounds and won automatically. That's where that part. That's where that's why I said the people that go at like the latest, they have the biggest advantage because they get to hear the most tips and see the most creatures. This is very challenging though, so don't undersell it. This is a tough creature. The fact that you even were able to bring it to a position where you almost had an insta win is crazy. That's why I got a little nervous for a second there, but you still have your primary action, I do believe. You said at the beginning of the term primary, but I think you meant free because it doesn't really cost anything to do that.
Yeah.
So you still have your primary action, technically.
I guess we grapple it and we just keep on.
Well, now
rolling
it's too
until
late because
something
it's going to
happens,
die in 2 turns. So you gotta, he's saying get it back up on its feet and then reset, try again, basically. You would have to make sure it doesn't die in 3 turns. Because you have to hold it and keep it grappled, restrained for 3 turns to win the duel condition. Is what we got, is what the piece of advice we learned when Ray was doing it.
Foes try and sacrifice another piece of cheese, reluctantly. One of the regular medium cheese wedges.
All right. Make sure you guys are deducting these. Cheese Man's gonna come and pay his tax one of these days.
Oh yeah, we're keeping track.
Cause I just got
Somehow.
my notes over here say -4 wedge.
Cheese, man.
So I'm hoping that's just enough that you guys are taking them out too. Roll 2 d20s. Damn, that's not good.
Hallelujah. 5, because lesser.
No. It's regular healing, so it gets both of them. It's just like the potions that restored you, or just like the cheese wedge that restores you, counts as a medium potion, which is 2 d20s. Or hold on. Wait a minute.
I had to take the lesser 2 and I got a 1.
Oh yeah, because it's the big wedge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're not at a disadvantage. Why would you roll twice and take the lower? No, it's just 2 because it's of the quality. The size tells you how big the of a dice you would roll, and then the quality tells you how many dice you would roll. Of the normal good quality, not the poor, not the great, it's just 2. And so 25 would be 25. So it is restored back up to full health. And that is going to be crazy as it kind of like screeches, its tentacles flaring out at the sides. It is clearly not lost its fight. However, because it was knocked down and was fighting, it is no longer on fire. So keep that in mind. You don't get your burn damage no more. It is resuscitated back up. It is like a fresh reset for it, and you have now healed it. Well, it doesn't matter because it doesn't even have that much health. But it is back up at full health, basically, which means the CR is all the way back up. Should be 33. Is the current CR to beat.
I guess I just hope I can stab it. Only thing I can really do is Blast Wave, and I'm not going to do that right now. That would be pointless, so... Or wait, no, I can do Arc Surge. Or
Well,
wait,
hold on.
no,
Wait.
I did that before.
You,
Moon
you
Flare.
free object to called out. And you handed an item. So you still do, yes, you still have a primary action, I do believe. Unless I'm tracking wrong. I believe that would be your free
Yeah, 'cause I
interaction
just fed it.
for
So that'd
calling
be
out
like
and talking,
secondary
and then
or
handing off an item would basically be a free interaction, but since you already used it, it would be your bonus. So yes, you still have your primary action. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, we're gonna go Moon Flare
I don't think you have enough.
and hope to God it's nighttime.
Do you have enough
that's
spell
a
slots to
cantrip.
cast that? You might actually. Or wait, no, that's a cantrip. You definitely don't have enough cantrips to cast that.
Yeah. No, I used Arc Surge earlier, and then I used Mirror Ward last time, so that's only 4 levels. So I should be able to do Moon Flare with the cantrip.
It is a
Unless I'm not powerful enough to do so.
tier 6 cantrip, which means it takes 6 cantrip slots, but Moonfolk can do it for half as long as the moon is in the sky, which during this equinox where we're celebrating the new year, of course it is. Not at this point in time though, because it's the middle of day. So you can't cast it at half level, and even if you could, it would still take 3 cantrip slots, which you only have 2.
I think Jimbo's gonna die.
Moonflare just basically can't be done until you're class level 2.
Alright, let's rush the thing with a dagger.
Hey, yeah, you're right there. You don't even gotta rush it. You can just swing and stab. Roll a strength check.
If I could, I would like to aim for the Achilles.
Sure. Aim wherever you like,
Actually,
sir.
a femoral would be cooler, but yeah, let's go for the femoral artery.
Roll a strength check.
Yeah.
We'll
Wait.
see.
Okay. I'm being... Alright, 1d4, 1d4. Fuck. Ah! Panic. 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 There we go. Oh, d4. That's something.
Strength check.
Go for it.
Sorry. Strength check. You have to hit it first before you get to deal damage. Strength check. It is up and conscious now, so it is no longer a free target. It is up and conscious, so you have to roll strength to target and attack, and then you get to roll damage. 8 does not hit, unfortunately.
Alright.
So you swing the dagger through the air, very close to missing. Don't forget about your magic stone. And don't forget about the crowd still cheering for you. Huzzah! Huzzah! Oh, go, Jimbo! You can do it! Random people you don't even know start cheering for you. It's a show. You're putting on a show against the mascot of the house, showing why it's so revered. How dangerous it could be. Imagine if you weren't in a dirt circle where you could keep it perfectly contained while you tried to do this. Imagine doing it in the jungle and it just like grabbing you from the trees, picking you up and dropping you, you know? It would be a very much more different scenario if it wasn't so limited to this dirt circle. Now on its turn, does a 12 hit? Jimbo?
Okay, 12 hit. So that would
No,
be
does it hit?
half.
Is your AC higher or equal to 12?
Oh, yeah, no, I have 11. It hits.
Okay. 1d6, and it is going to grab you up. The vines like kind of spurl out, uncurling, like springs lunging out, slashing past you as they do, and then grabbing onto you, grabbing hold of your body's mold. And this time it's just gonna, for fun, maybe a little mercy, it's just gonna throw you into this block right here. Is the next one.
All right, so ooh. Fate Stone would not be able to just make me be able to do the cantrip. Huh.
Mm-mm.
Passive function, this is not one. It's not humming, so, and I would need to be
What?
more attuned. Huh?
Well, about that, it would technically count as being able to cast a cantrip without the components of the function required, but those components only make it tier 3, so you would still need to have 3 cantrip slots to be able to cast it, because it's a level 6. So if you were tier 3 or class 2, if you had 3 cantrip slots, you would be able to cast it without the moon being there, using the Fate Stone once a day. But you'd still need to have 3 cantrip slots to spend, which you don't have. But it would meet the requirements of that effect, yes.
I don't think the coat's gonna do me any good. All I can do is heal until I die or get lucky.
Try and grapple it like Bramble said.
I mean, I guess that's worth a shot.
There they are.
Something.
Strength check. You can do it, Jimbo.
15.
I believe in you. And you get plus.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. That'll do it. That'll way overdo it. 19 to grab a hold of it. Yeah, you grab this cat-like creature of vines and oak together. You grab it up, holding onto it as it squirms and coils, trying to move. Its claws scratching against you. Its head pushing against your head, trying to break free. But you have grappled it. Is that the end of your turn?
So I just need to hold this for a couple more turns, huh?
Yeah, that's the hint.
That works.
That's the secret. That's the secret sauce.
Let's go for it.
And when your turn concludes,
Let's be done
this
with the
counts
scary part.
this counts as one turn.
Yes.
So next, now
So just
unfortunately
another
for
strength
the
check, huh?
following 2 rounds, you're gonna have to account for its turn. Let's start with a 16. What is your strength stat? Not the modifier, but the actual stat number.
13.
13. Well, damn. Well, it breaks out. Just kind of snaps its way back out of your grasp. It lands, and yeah, I mean that's could try and hide, I guess. It's your turn. Go ahead, take your turn. Unfortunately, it has broken free of your grasp. It can't attack because it has to do so spending its turn. So now it is your turn again. Counter is reset.
So grapple is a primary or secondary action?
Primary.
Okay. And that would also be an attack.
Mm-hmm.
And if I were to grapple it and try and stab it, that wouldn't work.
Not in the same turn, no. But if you were to grab it and then your next turn attempt to, yes. But no,
Well, we're just gonna grab it again then.
yeah, to grapple it takes your full primary action, unfortunately. Go ahead, roll strength check. Go Jimbo! Everybody cheers as they as they cheer you on. And meets it beats it. So you 20 and head to that block right about there. And now it's your turn again.
Well, I suppose I couldn't grapple it from there, huh?
Hey, you could chase after it.
Well, I think I just got to keep on doing that until I get lucky or die.
That is true.
So let's just keep rolling.
Bonus action, you want to run 5, 10, meet into the same squares it basically, and try and attempt the grapple.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Roll your strength check. You got him. You grab him up again. Come here, you. And pick him up. It's squirming and clawing and scratching. With the end of your turn, that marks the counter at 1. And then it breaks free. And 1, 2, 3. It's gonna go ahead and run on over there. Back to you.
Same thing again.
1, 2. You're in the same square as it, and you can attempt your grapple. Go ahead. That you got him. And then when your turn ends, that resets the counter, and finally it fails 1. Holy shit! You have this thing held up for the entirety of its round. It kicks and squirms and struggles against you. It is back to your turn. What do you want to do? Do you want to keep the grapple? You want to try and go for the knife? What do you want to do? You can only do one.
Stab it in the kidney.
No, you don't want to do
Oh,
that.
wait.
You don't want to do that. You want to hold the grapple. I promise. I was just kidding. I was just kidding.
Really
Clearly, you want to hold the
I was
grapple.
kind of imagining you could do them both at once.
Yeah,
Ah,
my bad. No, you can only make one action, and if you already have them grappled, you can't attack unless you want to give up the grapple. Your turn ends.
If we can grapple, I would love to.
It's at 2. You can keep the grapple for free. It already failed during its turn. Comes back around to its turn. All you need is for me here right now to roll a 12 or lower.
Hope and pray, sir. Hope and pray, sir. Holy shit.
By one single point, you are able to hold on as this verdant prowler scratches and hisses and tries to break free. But after 3 turns, 3 rounds of keeping it bound and held into your grapple, you have successfully tamed the Verdant Prowler. Oh,
yeah, I need some healing
yeah, let's get a massive round of applause for that. You guys have no idea how insane of a feat Jimbo just pulled off. I mean, we're talking about a 33 scaled creature, CR. He doesn't even have a stat that can like get him to 33 without rolling high into the 18, 19, 20 ranges. So it was all on how much health he could reduce versus how long he could essentially do that for. I think Binding Ribbon was a really great option here for this encounter. But the grapples, man, while it was unconscious,
definitely.
I wanted to scream it out. I was like, oh no, don't give it away. Don't tell him. But bro, you could have literally just, while it was down, you could have started the grapple and then just, while it made its saving throws, and it has to like try and get unconscious, those are free rounds for you, bro. It can't do anything to break out. So it's like, you were like that close to just insta winning and had no idea. And I was like shitting my bricks so nervously. I was like, oh man, is he gonna notice? Is he gonna know what to do?
Oh yeah, because I waited too long.
Yeah, by 1 turn. And
If
I was like,
done it the round before, that would have worked out fine.
yeah, man,
Oh.
that was a crazy, get him running. Up next after that amazing cup display, we have Vero. Vero, it's kind of cool that you chose or ended up getting to go last, because Vero, you don't have to take this challenge alone, unlike everyone else. You have a companion.
Yeah.
An actual, like, legit summoningable companion. I think Schnurr would have been able to summon Jimbo for this, but if Jimbo chose to do it, he has to do it alone. Because he's not the summoner. So that means you are the only person that has a companion out at this time with you, and this is why we see companions being really good and why you can only have one. You basically automatically get to take it into this, and it is you versus, roll your d4 and let's see, as Morph and Vero step up to the battlefield. Oh!
So what?
Magic
You know what?
surges.
I do my my Fate Stone to reroll that.
Oh, fuck yeah, our first ever
man.
Fate Stone.
Not right away, not for this.
Can you read off
I'm
the
not
Fate
fighting
Stone
the
for
baby.
those at home that don't know what it can do, besides the like mechanical version,
Yeah.
like what our special ones can do for the stream?
I got you covered, brother. There we go. Fate Anchor. When facing a major fate moment, you may declare, I hold to my fate. Trigger when you would. Fail a crucial saving throw. Miss an attack that would decide a scene. Be forced into a choice by a coercion, curse, or domination. Damn it, no, this won't work.
I think it would.
Roll the roll.
I think it would
Choose either result.
count as forced into a choice. 'Cause that's essentially what this is. It's like the starter choice you get at the beginning of a
Okay.
certain RPG game. So yeah.
Then Vero rolling that, realizing that might be his fate soon, is like, I hold to my fate, and then I roll again. That's a 4, baby!
Shit! Wow! Phenomenal! The crowd erupts as you hear the magic crackling from the ground. This energy that surges looks like violent storms and bright volcanic ash spewing from the ground. As Vero, your magical signature begins to distort this magical signature, the summoning spell. You have the 4 choices Or you may walk away and take the mystery, which isn't too much of a mystery now. But you have the Rootling Grazer, which is option 1. The Mossback Glimmerhog, the Thornwing Finch, or the Sapling Crawler.
I'm gonna think that the Thornwing Finch is the one that looks like Corviknight.
Yeah, it essentially turns into a very good transmutation ally. Can turn itself into a sword very easily.
I pick that one.
All right. And as these magical sigils bind and form an energy, release from the sigil below, a bird is summoned forth as Heim Verdant calls forth the Thornwing Finch. Energy crackles and it summons forth this small little bird, very sharp looking thorns across its body, almost like jagged spikes poking up like armor across its unclean feathers that are kind of like just jagged and naturally pointy looking anyways. And it is a chipper little fucker. So roll initiative. You will be going first. You both react rather slow, kind of caught in each other's eyes, but you make the first move.
Okay. I'd like to move 3 spaces towards it.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Then I'm there. I'd like to try to shadow step behind it.
Okay. Remember, if you do that into the same block, you have to grapple them to be in the same space.
That's the plan.
All right. Go ahead and roll your strength check. As you guys tussle in this very small area, this small bird suddenly sees a rather large shadow behind it, way bigger than its shadow. And Vero steps out of it. Meets it, beats it. You are able to grab this little bird up. It is quick, but you're even faster, and you're able to grab a hold of it, seizing it in your grasp. No. And then if you end your turn, that counts as 1. And then its turn, which would be 14 minus 2, because it has -2 strength mod. So that would be a 12. Is your strength stat, not the modifier, is your strength stat greater or equal to 12?
It is 17. So yes, it is greater than 12.
Then you successfully hold the bind for that turn, and it comes back around to you.
Like, it's twisted and turning, and I'm trying to keep with it. Like,
Yeah, it's a spiky little fucker too. It's poking you, pecking you, using its feet, its wings. Anything this little guy can do to get free, and he just can't manage to do it. You're just stronger, able to hold him and force your will upon him. And then as you end your turn, that counts as turn 2. Back around to its turn with a critical fail, which definitely doesn't pass, and it is stuck again. It's back to you. Last turn, all you have to do is end your turn and keep it grappled.
Can I call over Morph
Yeah.
just to so he's right next to me?
He uses his full dash. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's right there. He's like waddling back and forth, almost like trying to coax the little finch into cooperating. By the way, whenever your turn, like whenever you've decided everything you want to do for your turn, you can have Morph do that, any of those attacks or things that it has. I know Morph doesn't have a lot of actual attacks, but he has some different utility, just saying. But anyways, your turn ends, and Morph and you look down with happy eyes at this new companion you have tamed. The Thorn Wing Finch. Congratulations. You two have passed the Cup of Verdant. And the House Trials, you will be accepted into House Verdant. Congratulations to everyone that did the Verdant Cup. You guys were awesome out there. That was an incredible display. I wasn't expecting quite so much out of the Verdant Cup. I should have expected a little bit more out of you guys. You're always keeping it interesting. And then, as you guys have all been succeeded, Heim would give you guys a ledger, much like the ledgers you guys got from Silith that tells you like your classes and stuff. This one would give you exclusive information of different Verdant places and things around, and will also be your entry ticket to coming back and to getting into your Verdant dorm, which we'll do like that all in probably the next episode. But all three of you, Jimbo, Solaris, and Vero, are all accepted into the House Verdant. So congratulations. And with a huge smile on his face, Father Talius nods in approval. Come on now, not time to celebrate while the sun's still burning. And he takes his big staff and continues to hobble forward. You guys get back to a very, very familiar area where the Verdant courtyards split into the arches at. But before venturing back into the arches, Father Talius stops, and coming out of the main school and into the Verdant courtyards now is Ergo Embercoil, and he is your evocations teacher. We will be seeing a lot more of him. He is in this bright red embroidered cloth that has black lining over top of it, sitting like a half robe. While long black robes stretch down the rest of his body, and maybe like a black hood, all covered in this thin detailing lining of red running through it. These are the Embercoil family robes. And him and Talius meet in the middle and both smile and bow a respectful head to each other. Talius taps his staff against the ground 3 times, and this ring of rock begins to come out of the ground. The stone etches very similar to all of the other circles you've seen. This ring of gold begins to glow around it, and then Ergo Embercoil taps his wand against the stone, kneeling down ever so slight, 3 taps just like Talius, and fire erupts in a square ring around the innermost circle. The sky is bright. It is about high noon, and I think it's about high time for a duel, Ergo says. And those of you that wish to be House Luminary, you must hold a positive duel record. So half of you that apply today will not make it, ensuring that while the odds of making any other house are usually pretty low, the odds of making Luminary Flame are the lowest, as only half of anybody that applies will pass, and all the applicants will find a perfect partner to basically duel against. And we already have matchups set. However, I think it'd be pretty cool. Wait, what happened to Morph? Where'd Morph go? Oh, that was Morph. This guy and Vero were in the same block, so I couldn't see. Oh, and Jimbo. How did Jimbo get over there? What is Jimbo doing over there?
I will never tell.
And that leaves
But you
us
can guess.
our last duel of the day. It is Schnur. You are our only person left to pick a cup. And you chose the Luminary Flame, which means you're going to have a duel. I do have matchups set here, but instead of that, I'll offer you a secondary path because I think it'd kind of be cool. If you would like, you may duel whoever is like the best matchup for you. Or you can duel a Sorrow. As she steps forward and she's kind of like, "Hey, Schnur, are you really gonna duel?" So you may go against your regular schedule matchup, or you may go against a Sorrow. And a Sorrow would really only be dueling to give you an opportunity to win. So you could either take the free friendly round debut, or you could go for an actual official battle. The choice is yours.
Yeah, I'll take on a Sorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yep, one of these ones, hold on. Couple different ones here. Yeah, fuck it. I have the art. We have a Sorrow's token. I just cleaned up the thing. So we'll just use the regular stand-in token that we've been using for everyone else. Yeah. You and a Sorrow both kind of make this friendly matchup. Your guys' eyes meet, and she kind of smirks at you. She's like, "I've been wanting to see how strong you really are." Go ahead and roll initiative.
Alright. 4.
All right. Huh? So she's going first. She's gonna bonus action 1 block forward. And End her turn.
No. You don't like me to go out with me. You need to rest, baby. You really want to go out?
She just like starts stepping forward, walking, and then maybe kneels down and like picks up some of the soil and kind of like rubs it between her fingers. Light, faint magic glowing across the arena. It's hard to distinguish exactly. And it's your turn. That's all she wanted to do.
I'd like to scurry up to the left side of her, so like how far can I go?
For your main action or for your bonus action?
Bonus.
For your bonus, you can go 3 blocks. Any of these 3 squares.
Keep up.
Oh, right there.
All right.
And then could I just shout over to her all like, may the odds be ever in your favor?
Yeah. A little friendly banter. Like, may the odds be ever in your favor. That'd be terrifying.
For now, I'd like to see where she goes with this.
You'd like to what? Sorry.
And then end my turn.
Oh, okay.
I want to see where she goes with it.
Perfect. If the odds are in my favor, then we're both blessed by some sort of luck. And she... let's do bonus action 1, 2, 3. Kind of like a zipper there. And then... she does like a cool little ninja roll. And then it is back to you.
I'd like to get close enough to her that I can use binding ribbon.
All right. Technically you're within range.
Oh, I am? Okay. Okay, then
I know
I'll just
it's
cast it
hard.
from
It's
here.
hard to scale it on this one, but yeah, I would say that's within 3 blocks. You get 60 feet is within non-long range, so yeah, up to basically 6 blocks you can cast a spell. So within 3 is definitely reasonable.
Actually, I'll definitely throw some binding ribbon at her, be all like, binding ribbon! And it's gonna launch out as like a bluish, purplish, green ribbony thingy.
All right, roll your intelligence because you're a duelist, and then
18.
that definitely hits. That definitely hits. And then binding ribbon is they got to make a dex save, right?
Yes.
And 9. And your DC would be, what's your actual intelligence? Like not the modifier, but the like actual stat total.
13.
13? Okay, yeah, so she definitely doesn't pass that. Yeah, she is bound or restrained under the conditions of these blue binding ribbons that lumber out from your hands and wrap around her. You got her.
Then, I have a question. What does it take to, like, win? Do I have to, like, murk her ass?
Yes, you would have to knock her unconscious, or you could, same rules apply because this is a 1v1 duel. which means if you hold her still for 3 turns, she loses. If you charm someone to where they like are immobilized by love or stunned or whatever the charm may be, that counts as long as it's 3 turns. If you're able to make it to where they basically can't do anything for 3 whole turns, you win. It's like a mercy rule, kind of.
Okay.
Other than that, your options are to remove her health. Yeah.
And do I still have parts to my turn? Because that didn't take up my whole turn, right?
Yes. You, as a duelist, you gain the +1 cast as a non attack, which Binding Ribbon isn't. So you get that for free, essentially, minus the spell slots it cost you. So then you still have your free object, your bonus, and your primary. So you basically still have your full turn. Duelists are kind of crazy.
Still got her here. But I also try to charm her and just kind of speak to her.
Yeah. Yeah. Roll charisma.
Got a 12.
Yeah. What do you say?
And then, hey, Sorrow, don't you just want to hang out? We can just stare at each other. These are some nice ribbons. They're going to keep you nice and warm. We can get to know each other a little more. This is the perfect time.
Wow, you're really no joke. Riven said you were strong, but I couldn't even imagine. I had no idea he knew, but oh man, you really are so powerful. It's alright, I didn't really want to win anyways. I just knew you needed someone to duel against, so I figured why not? But now I can't hold back on you. And I don't want you to hold back on me either.
Oh, no, that's okay.
You still have your primary action too, by the way.
Okay. So could I also...
And keep in mind, I don't want to confuse you because I know we just covered this earlier with the grappling and attacking. That doesn't apply to you when using magic ribbons, by the way. Magic ribbons is a spell, and so you can like cast it and then hold them still and attack them with a different spell. Just to clarify for anyone listening at home too, either. That as long as it is not you physically doing it, like you're physically grappling them and then you're physically pulling a weapon out to attack them, that you cannot do. But if you have a spell that grapples them, you can follow it up with another spell that attacks them, absolutely. Just to clarify.
Sweet.
All right. So you mentioned before that I technically can summon Jimbo to things. Could I like summon him into this?
Yes.
As a nice little meat shield just in case.
Yes, but you have to pay his level and spell slots, so you'd have to pay the three spell slots to summon him.
Wait, temporarily or permanently?
Temporary. Just like any other summon.
Right now.
Yeah, just until she rests again.
Until we rest.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'll sacrifice some spell slots.
Helium.
And Jimbo enters into the battle, this blue fury typhoon of butterflies erupts across the field, and as they scatter into the wind, only Jimbo is behind remains to be seen. That might not be Jimbo. Where's Jimbo hiding at? Where did he hide himself at?
Only Jimbo's what?
Where are you hiding at?
I'm behind the thing over there, aren't I?
Where?
I'm either on the left or on like the middle by like a little spooky dude.
Well, why don't you move yourself next to Schnur then? I don't see you for some reason. I see Ray.
Yeah, right
You
there.
had him under more.
Oh, yeah, you did it again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
no.
Sometimes they just lock onto each other because of the layers.
Like
I can't.
thighs.
It's very hard to see from over here. I'm like 3 feet away from it. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're summoned into the battlefield now. Welcome in, Jimbo.
I thought I just got done with this shit.
Well, welcome back.
Are we done with trials? Can we go home?
And I think she went first. So Schnur was second, and then that means that technically this is the end of initiative when Jimbo gets summoned in. So Jimbo, it would be your turn if Schnur is done with her turn.
That I am. Give him hell, Jimbo.
All right.
Well, first I'm gonna ask Casaro, like, how you're not like hurt or anything right now, are you? I don't really want to hurt you.
She's like struggling and squirming under these ribbons that got her very well secured, and she's like, "No, this is just too much fun." And the ribbons are like holding her up in the air, wrapping her up like Bramble's vines did to Braun. And her legs are just kicking. She's having so much fun. So far, Schnur hasn't even hurt her.
I would like to go up to her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is a little bit aggressive, but, you know, it's for the sake of the greater good. Probably, maybe. I would like to hold a blade to her throat and politely ask if it's worth it.
Ask her if she wants to surrender. All right, rolling bonus action to move one block, and then
Polite gesture, right?
and then roll intimidation. Sorry, what?
Oh yeah, just like in a way to be polite without like not being polite. You know, like, hey, I really don't want to hurt you, but I will totally do so. 21.
She just starts like laughing profusely loud. She's like, "Oh, come on. Schnur would kill you if you hurt me. But I guess I surrender. I tried my best. Oh, well." And Ergo kind of calls it. You hear like steam kettles blowing as the round is officially decided. She willingly surrenders. Because she didn't really want to battle anyways. She just wanted to see what Schnur was capable of, and she wanted to try and show Schnur what she was capable of. So I think both of them got that. They got a cool little epic moment, and she's smart enough to realize when she's beat. And so she surrenders. She will not make it into Luminary Flame, but lucky enough for her, she didn't really want to be into the Luminary Flame anyways, and she was just taking it just for a chance to battle and kind of test her friendship with Schnur. Schnur, however, does make it into the Luminary Flame. Woo! And after her courageous battle, she now holds a official duel record of 1-0. That is Schnur's victory to be held. Because just like in any other official duel where you'd be able to summon in a familiar or have a companion that would help you in the battle, Schnur just did the same thing. Her familiar just looks a little different. He's just a little funky. And he's a guy. He's a whole person.
Little beauty.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
He's the chance to like shout at Asaro and just be like, "Hey, no hard feelings. Didn't really mean it."
She
maybe a little redemption there.
She smiles and in a very Barrow-like fashion, she turns away and like puts her thumb up in the air and is like, "You betcha! Don't worry, I'll be stronger next time." And her hair like flips as she joins back up with Draylin and them. And last but not least, as the sun begins to set and dusk takes over, your group is walked along the interior of the hall back towards the Great Feast Hall. And as day turns to night, Talius, leading your group, arrives, meeting with Silith, who is still with Selena, and Joran. Or no, we saw Joran at the Verdant Quill, sorry. With Selena, Aethercrest, and Varian Thornshade, who is in bandages and kind of bound up, but looking much better. And both of them kind of do a respectful head nod towards Talius, and Talius back to them two. And then Aethercrest says, "Let us all walk then towards the hall together." And this big group forms, and you guys stop just before the hall. The hall on your left, that giant grand staircase that has all these wrapping hallways and other staircases intersecting with it to your right. But in the middle of this large opening room, there's something invisible, rippling, like a wall. Something unforeseen, but it can be sensed and felt. And with that, Talius hands it over to Silith for the last cup. Those of you that have accompanied us thus far, we appreciate you. And it is to be understood, dreams, ambition, power, for you all to believe fate is in your hands and the future is yours to decide. But for those that believe destiny has a way, and that the universe will always get its own, for those, we have the Obsidian Veil. What you cannot see is what you lack. And those of you that can see it, please step forward now. Vero, you actually can see it. But as discussed previously, Obsidian Veil is basically off limits, but you can actually see this pull, this fracture of fate and destiny. As if you're somewhere in between the line, almost able to just straight up walk through the veil because of what you are. But this thick ethereal pressure of this invisible black veil, that hangs over this room like a black shadow. We see many students step up that we've become familiar with over the last couple days. Riven and Draylin, Sorrow, and we just see so many different people step up and become part of this. As all of them step forward, they disappear into this invisible wall, presumably into the Obsidian Veil's area that nobody outside the Obsidian Veil knows about. And with that, all of those that were able to successfully step through this veil are able to become Obsidian Veil members. And all of these people go on to become House Cup of the Veil and House of Obsidian. And then, as you guys were led to the hall, you're allowed to eat, recover, rest, gather your strength again, because as night finally takes over, the last final harrowing minutes of your time between being adventurers of the world and scholars of magic is at an impasse. Your adventure thus far has only led you here, but in the next minutes, your adventure goes beyond here and into the world of spells and scepters. You all take part in this joyous ceremony as night falls, as you feast, you talk and laugh, and you gather paper, bind it to pieces of wood, and are able to construct these small, simple like lanterns. In the middle, imbued, Talia's walking around handing out these candles which spark with flame. And you all carry these lanterns throughout the halls, the light silhouetting through the windows as you guys all march in unison, walking through, carrying this light and this energy through the halls of Mistveil. You can feel your magic binding and attuning to these lanterns, much like the Fate Stones. And as you clutch and hold this power in your hands, as you feel yourself being pulled into it, you feel something else pulling outwards. The universe itself, all of the houses, House of Obsidian, House of the Aetherbound Star, House of Verdant, House of Luminary, all of the houses call out to you. All four of these grand magics blending in a cosmic feast. Like, not only are you just eating this food, but you're really taking in all this magical energy. And you can feel it in every step as you carry yourselves through these halls and outside into the main courtyard with all these beautiful fountains, the water spewing out of them, sparkling with the starlight as the aurora that we saw at the beginning of the morning becomes visible again. Not this time just above the House of Verdant, but the entire skyline, over the entire city of Arcanus, the city of the ring, past the veil of mist. You guys can see this beautiful canopy of light, this aurora that has completely coated the night sky. The moon now in the sky, gigantic, hanging with this beautiful, bright, strong energy. And with that, the Aether itself calls for you to release your lanterns. What do you say as you let go of your lantern? Think of it like a fortune cookie. You can feel fate and destiny pulling at you, all of the magic of the cosmos, of control and chaos, of entropy and destruction. You can feel it all calling towards you. And in a moment, to write your own fortune, what would be on your cookie as you let go of your lantern and let it go into the sky? Let's go in order if we drafted classes. Schnur, Ray, Jimbo, Vera.
Go off and enjoy your own little journey, Light. Hopefully it's a peaceful one.
Oh, yes. I hope so, too.
May love and peace rain down the world with a sprinkle of chaos.
I agree.
And the darkness of the night is enlightened by all of your energy, by all of your magics. Each and every one of you, the individual life force that now makes this world breathe, that makes this place feel alive. You're now connected to it eternally. And with that, the lanterns begin to fade out into the distance, higher and higher. And that is where we will leave off on this time on Spells and Scepters. Wow.
Yeah.